Good morning, students of class 9. You are welcome back to the e-classes now. Let us continue our lesson in economics. We are talking about the chapter Poverty as a Challenge. So far we have learned about various phases or dimensions of poverty, and there are various reasons for poverty and what happens when a person is in poverty. So now first we will talk about how to determine whether a person is poor or not poor. So now here poverty line, an imaginary line set up by the government. In every country there are, it differs or it is different. So we'll talk about our country. Poverty line, there are altogether 8 points. Listen carefully and pay attention. The common method used to measure or determine poverty is based on the income and consumption level of a person. The income as well as the consumption. The first point, to determine, or the common method to determine poverty or measure poverty is relied on, or it is based on the income and a consumption of a person or a family. A person is considered poor if his income or consumption level falls below a minimum level necessary to fulfill his needs. What are his needs? Minimum needs, basic needs: food, shelter, clothing. These are the 3 basic needs, and a person has to fulfill his basic needs, and his income should be sufficient to fulfill his daily requirement. Of course, we do not purchase clothes daily, but once in a while or once in a year we purchase, and that the cost of a cloth can be divided by 365. Then per day you will get the price of the cloth. Or you can say a person is considered poor if his income or consumption level falls below a minimum level necessary to fulfill his basic needs. Number 3, each country around the world, each country uses an imaginary line, but it is different from one country to another. They use imaginary line that is considered appropriate, suitable for its existing level of development and minimum social norms. Norms means rules. Each country has a different poverty line. It does not match. So according to their development, economic development, according to their status, or according to their economic development, the poverty line is estimated according to the population's estimated. Number 4, to determine the poverty line in India. We'll talk about India. To determine the poverty line in India, a minimum level of food requirement, that's the basic requirement, food requirement, clothing, fuel, light, education and medical requirements. These are the basic requirements a person needs in India in everyday life. These are determined for living. They are determined for sustenance or living. So now here, these are our requirements, and to fulfill these requirements we need to earn money. How much money we need to earn per day to fulfill our daily requirement? That is the point. That is the question. How much money is required? These physical quantities, the food, clothing, fuel, light, electricity, education, medical requirements, these physical quantities are multiplied by their prices. They are added up, multiplied by prices and in rupees, and find out the cost per day. They will total up, and the total will be divided by 365, and per day the requirement in rupees will come. You will find out the requirement per day. You need so much of money to fulfill your basic need in a day. So per day you will find the cost of a living. Then you need to find out how much money you require. So while estimating the poverty line is based on the desired calorie requirement. Calorie requirement means the energy required to do our everyday work. Here is a difference. The people living in rural areas, they do manual work, physical work, they require more calorie, they eat more. Whereas in urban areas, people hardly do manual work. They will do the work, but their work is mentally. So mental work, or they have to sit in the office or do work, or they have to sit in the shop and do business. So they hardly require physical work. So they require less calorie, they eat less. So there is a difference. So desired calorie requirement, first we have to find out. So according to that, in rural areas, it is calculated that in rural areas, it is 2400 calorie per person per day. It is 2400 calorie per person per day. That much calorie is required to do manual work in the rural areas, and 2100 calories per person per day in urban India. So there is a difference. In villages, it is 2400 calories, people require this much energy. And in urban areas, in the towns and cities, it is 2100 calories because they hardly do manual work. So the calorific requirement is different over here. You can see that 24 and 21. On the basis of these calculations, according to these calculations, this is about the calorie, about the fuel, education and other stuff. So on the basis of these calculations, according to this calorie, for the year 2000, according to this estimate of 2000, the poverty line is fixed at rupees 328 for rural areas. In the rural areas or in the villages, a person needs to earn 328 for rural areas and 454 for urban areas. So there is a difference. So in 328 rupees for rural areas and 454 for urban areas. Now here you may be surprised. Here it is more. Their requirement of rupees must be more. But here the calorie requirement is less, but here the amount they have to earn is more. Do you know why? Because in the urban areas everything has to be purchased and it is costly. But in the urban areas, most of the vegetables, most of the food stuff, they had in their own farm, so their requirement is less. Requirement of rupees per day is less. In urban areas, the requirement of rupees or earning must be more because everything costs more in the urban area. So that's why it is estimated that a person needs to earn 328 rupees in rural areas, and in urban areas a person needs to earn 454 rupees per day in urban areas in order to meet his basic needs for sustenance, for living. So these are estimated according to the rural and urban areas. Calorie as well as the income. So here is the consumption, here is an income. So income and consumption. And if a person earns less than 328 per day in rural areas, he is below poverty line. And in urban areas, if a person is earning 454 rupees per day, less than that, then he is below poverty. So it is estimated in this way. So that's all for today. We'll talk about something more in our next class. This much for today, and thank you for your attention as well as your presence in the class. So this much for today. We'll meet in the next class. Go through the online portal every day and try to understand what is being taught in the class. So thank you very much for your watching. You can take the screenshot and you can copy the points if you want.